Wolves traveled to Bremerton on Tuesday to take off the reigning state champion Knights for their first game of the year. Though they suffered an unfortunate loss, there were so many positives to take from the game.
Bremerton started off early with a full-court defense and gave South no room to breathe at all. Multiple steals right away from Bremerton, and they were just slamming dunks down, draining threes. There wasn't really too much we could do. We tried passing the ball, and our spacing really wasn't too good on offense, but there's always room to work, especially when we're in the first game of the year. There's so much time for us to get better.
They suffered a loss the next night too at Puyallup, and now they're looking to turn things around, taking on Curtis here at home tonight.
Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to tonight's game against the visiting Curtis Vikings and your South Kitsap Wolves. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, please be a good fan and let the players play, the coaches coach, and the officials officiate. The SPSL emphasizes sportsmanship through its sportsmanship code, which is show pride, class, spirit, and respect. Display modesty in victory and graciousness in defeat. Enjoy the game and promote good sportsmanship. There is zero tolerance for targeted behavior. Individuals who do so will be removed from the event. Please keep cheers and chants positive and supportive of all participating. And now for tonight's lineups, starting with the Curtis Vikings. Number 1, Noah Kaler. Number 3, Adam Kaler. Number 5, Roman Kirchhoff. Number 11, Skylar Clement. And number 20, Will Torone. Vikings are coached by head coach David Adams. And now the starting lineup for your South Kitsap Wolves. Number 0, Kyler Kelly. Number 3, Xavier Wiegand. Number 4, Jordan Kai Cotton. Number 11, Jeremy Braun. And number 20, Rylan Young. Head coach for the Wolves, Mr. Anthony Lewis. Our officials for tonight's game are from the Peninsula Basketball Officials Association. Your referee tonight, Jeremy Matthew. Your umpires will be Bianca Parker and Ron Kane. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand, remove your lids as the NJROTC will present the colors. Please march on the colors. Color guard, please retire the colors.
Welcome everyone to South Kitsap High School. We're happy you're joining us tonight for an exciting evening of basketball between the South Kitsap Wolves and the Vikings of Curtis. We're coming to you live from YouTube. Remember, you'll never have to pay for a video production broadcast ever. I'm Mateo Ferrier, and joining me into the booth tonight is Zach Anderson. So Zach, what kind of game can we be expecting?
We can expect a super competitive game, especially from the Wolves, coming off of 2 straight losses to start the year. It's a very tough situation that they're in, and they're hoping to turn things around with this fresh roster. It's very interesting to see what Coach Anthony Lewis is going to do.
Yeah, speaking of fresh roster, this is a completely new roster. You know, the whole roster last year was fully seniors, and with them graduated, it's a fresh new lineup of boys. And here's the tip-off between Rylan Young and William.
And the Wolves are going to win it. Jeremy Braun's going to start things off, taking it across half court. He stumbles but recovers. Looks for Cotton, but the pass is just offline.
Unfortunate there, but it's early in the game. You just have to move forward and forget about it. Here's Noah with the inbound. Finds William. William scanning the court. Kicks it to Clement. Good movement here from the Vikings. Adams deep 3. Just a little bit too far to the right.
And the Wolves are going to let it play out of bounds. Braun's taking it up for the Wolves.
Interesting starting lineup here. Curtis has a 6'6" center and a 6'4" forward. Neither one of them is starting tonight.
Very interesting, not using that size that they could. The Wolves draining some clock. Shot clock's down to 5. Ryland Young floats up a 2, won't go.
Roman gets the rebound. Here's Noah, he finds Clement. He drives, doesn't take the shot. Here's Noah, his turn. Back out to Clement, to Roman. Good ball movement here. They really love passing the ball, we can tell early on. This is good. They find Roman in the corner. He doesn't take it. Very unselfish team. Here's Noah. He decides to drive. Kicks it open to 3. 3 won't go. Noah will collect a rebound, though, for Curtis. They reset their offense. Let's see what they can find. Swing the ball just across the arc. Noah tries to drive. He puts up a tough 2, just a bit too strong.
And Wigan gets the rebounds for the Wolves. Really good shot selections by the Vikings to start things off. Cotton on the wing. And they're going to slow things down and save some time. Wigan in the paint for 2, shots off.
That's a good baseline drive. Unfortunately, they can't convert. Noah picks up his dribble early. Oh, they find it in the corner. Roman for 3. A little bit too strong. Oh, good hustle there by Adams.
Looks like Wigan stepped out of bounds with the ball, but it was not called.
Curtis here, they have 13 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see what Noah can find. Finds Roman. Noah picks it back up. Can't get through Braun. They're calling a foul here on SK. Shot clock will reset for the Vikings.
Looks like it was on Jesse Rowe, just subbed in. Kyler Kelly's going to get the steal. Driving into the paint, floats it up for 2. They're going to say no shot.
Yep, 20 will take the William will take the charge for the Vikings.
Offensive foul on the Wolves. That's the first one.
Good defensive play there for the Vikings. Oh. Here's Adam now. Finds William. Oh, excuse me, Clement. They trade deep passes. Adam kicks it to William. He doesn't take the open 3. Moving the ball around the arc again. Clement making his drive, opening up space for Roman. He takes the ball back out to Clement for 3. Oh, wow. And it just bounces out.
They left that corner wide open, and it somehow played out in their favor.
That was good movement there from the Vikings.
Braun's taking it up. Good screen by Rowe.
Adam almost picks it off Braun.
Looks like Anthony Lewis wants a timeout, and he's not getting it. And he finally will a few seconds later. That's the first for the Wolves.
Very intense game already. Still, a team has yet to convert. That just means great defense from both sides. Yeah, very interesting to see how the rest of this game will play out. Intense game, but low fouls overall.
Should be a super good game. First home league game for the Wolves. First basketball South Kitsap production of this season.
No changes from either team coming out of the timeout.
Rowe will inbound to Jordan Cotton. 10 seconds on the shot clock. A deep three from the corner, and it's good. Jesse Rowe, the first 3 points of the game.
That's a huge bucket for South. That sets the momentum for hopefully the rest of the quarter. Here's Adams. He tries to find someone. It's up and down violation. Wolves will get the ball again.
Great defense by the Wolves. Rowe will do the inbound once again. Kyler Kelly will take it, switch over to Jordan Cotton. .15 seconds left on the shot clock. A deep three from Jesse Rowe once again, shots off.
Catch and shoot. That's a bold shot, but that's not a bad shot. Here's Adams.
Not too bad of a
Finds
look.
Clement in the corner. Wide open three. Doesn't fall. Roman gets the rebound for Curtis. He fights through Ryland and puts up a tough bucket.
Ryland took a big fall. Hopefully he's all good.
Yep, way to be
Oh,
physical,
wow,
though.
what a look. Jeremy Braun, mid-2, and it's good. Straight through. Great bag work on that possession.
That's a great highlight for the kid. Here's Roman. Almost finds Will. He was hesitant, though. They reset their offense. Adams calling the play.
On that last possession, the Wolves got back right away, and the Vikings didn't have time to react.
Yeah, that really was just a great shot by Braun. Or was it Jeremy? Great defense from the Wolves, forcing a charge.
Yeah, the Wolves were able to transition much faster than the Vikings were, and they didn't give them that fast break. They took it straight away. The Vikings full court pressing. Jordan Cotton driving it deep. Oh.
Good footwork there from Jordan. Adams picks up the rebound, finds Clement for a long two. Doesn't go. There is a whistle on the floor, though.
Looks like he'll get the shooting foul. That'll be on Jeremy Braun.
Here's Clement's first, and it's good. Clement's second will cut the lead down to 1. Evans 2. It'll be South's possession in the South's possession due to kickball off William, it looked like.
Good inbound to Kyler Kelly. A deep three from the logo, and it's good.
That's a great shot once again from
A little bit in front of the logo, but a very deep look.
setting the stage for the game. They find Roman top of the arc. William tries to drive back out to Roman. Swings it back. They reset their offense. Here's William. He drives, puts up a tough lay, and finishes through contact. And it looks like he'll get the foul call too, sending him to the line for 1. If you call there, if I may, Zach, but.
Yeah, it looked like just straight basketball. I didn't see a foul there.
Williams first. Just off the back iron.
Kelly gets the rebounds. Pass over to Kyler Kelly from the top of the arc. Nowhere to go. Beckwith has it. Just around 10 seconds to shoot left for the Wolves. Great pump fake. He floats it in, but it won't go.
Just a little bit too hard off the glass there. And Adams fights for the jump ball.
Braun's going to sub back in for Kyler Kelly. Took a little 2-minute breather. Not much time to shoot for the Wolves. The inbound goes to Braun, and it's going to be pushed out of bounds by the Vikings. The inbound to Braun. 2 seconds to shoot. A deep 3 at the buzzer. Won't go.
Just a bit short. Wouldn't have counted anyways. Refs call a shot clock violation. Great defense from the Vikings. Trading lateral passes off. Here's Adams, finds Roman, deep in the paint, kicks it out to William. He drives. Big block!
Blocked out of bounds by DeGaramore. Beckwith has it. A mid-2. Just off the mark. Braun gets the rebound. His shot from the paint won't go. Taps it back in himself. And he'll get the foul.
Huge block there by Hayden. Really sets the tempo and tone for the game. And the first one is good, extending the lead to 3 points.
And Peyton Lay is going to sub in for Jordan Cotton with about a minute and a half left. A minute and a half left in this first quarter.
The second will also fall.
2 for 2 at the line, and the Vikings are going to take a timeout.
Great basketball so far tonight, huh, Zach?
Yeah, great game. Super competitive. Low scoring, too, in the first, and I love to see that. Great defense being played. Lots of passes and great defensive stops as we saw on that last block by DeGaramore.
I love seeing them take these deep shots and not afraid to shoot, and they know they'll go in.
Yeah, the shot clock violation is way worse than a missed 3. You can't make a shot you don't take.
This is our very own South Kitsap cheerleaders showing the support and love for our basketball team. Behind them is the student section doing the same. Looks like Curtis Vikings will sub 23 Taylor Smith in.
The Wolves will keep it the same with a minute and a half left in the first.
Full court press here from the Wolves. Noah trying to break free. He gets past the halfway line. Looking for the option. There's not much movement there. Big screen from Roman. Looks like Braun had a foul there on
Looked
Noah.
like he slipped right by the screen to me. I didn't really
Right.
see too much of a push, but looked like he played that the right way. That's 5 personal fouls already, or 5 team fouls already for the Wolves.
Yep, foul trouble late here into the first quarter. Noah's first. Cuts the lead down to 3.
And Wiegand will sub in for Jeremy Braun.
Noah second. Also falls in. It's now a 2-point game between the Wolves and the Vikings.
Peyton Lay will take it up across half court. Game clock winding down to just around a minute. Jesse Rowe gets tripped up.
Clement steals the ball and William lays it up. Doesn't fall, and there'll be and he'll be sent to the line.
I saw a little contact, not a crazy amount.
Not a crazy amount, but just enough to be sent to the line, I think. So far, the Vikings and the Wolves both have been pretty good at the line. Let's see if these two will fall in as well.
And Cotton will sub back in for the Wolves.
Williams first. Swishes right through the net. Williams second, just off the back iron. Noah with the rebound. He puts it up quickly, and it falls in.
Yeah, the Vikings will take the lead with less than a minute left on the game clock. Peyton Lay takes it up for the Wolves.
With a minute left, it's still important for the Wolves to take their time and set up their offense.
Cotton's pass gets tipped off and out of bounds by DeGaramore. The Vikings will get the ball back.
Vikings can really capitalize here and have momentum shift their way.
And Ryland Young will sub back in for Wiegand.
Here's Noah, just over 30 seconds on the clock. Gets past the screen, passes it to William. Pump fake, he gets 2 to jump, but the ref calls a travel.
I don't know about that. I saw a pivot.
Looks clean up here, but the ref is way closer, so I trust his whistle.
Shot and game clock are just about equal.
Good hustle there by
Cotton is called out of bounds, attempting to save it.
Good hustle there by Taylor Smith to force a turnover.
Not really much he could do, just great defense by the Vikings.
23 left. Vikings should take their time and make sure they have the last possession of the quarter.
Yeah, the Wolves haven't really gotten a good shot attempt in a minute or two, and great defense by Curtis.
Yeah, whatever Curtis talked about over the timeout is definitely working. Here's Noah. Finds Smith at the top. Clement, deep three. Won't fall.
Good shot contest, but it won't matter anyways, as the Wolves will get the ball. 6 seconds left in the first. Jordan Cotton has it with 1 at the buzzer, offline.
Still only a 1-point game here coming out of the first quarter.
Yeah, the Wolves haven't answered back in quite a little bit.
Wolves' offense has been much improved. Seems like they've learned a lot over the week.
Yeah, 2 bad losses and then 1 big practice to talk over that and get them back on track to where they need to be. There's a lot you can learn in 1 day and a lot of hard work before this game.
Curtis taking their time talking it over after the quarter. Looks like they didn't make any changes coming into the second quarter. Here's Adam. Oh, excuse me, Adam did check in. There he is. Clement on the wing. Finds Adam in the corner. Doesn't put the shot up. He's looking for the pass. The ball gets swung back to Adam. Back again to Taylor Smith. far floater, and it goes in. Great athleticism there from Smith.
Great ball movement for the Vikings to start the second. Puts them up by 3 points, and Jordan Cotton will take it across half court. Looking for a good screen. They're going to call a travel.
Once again, it looked like his pivot stayed on the floor. I'm not sure of that. It looked fine with me. Speaking of that screen, that would have been great if it connected. It would have given him so much space.
Yeah, it would have. There's no argument from the Wolves there, so they must have agreed with the ref.
Unfortunate.
Pretty
Pretty bad
steal by
pass.
Cotton. He's going to look down. Beckwith fumbles the ball, and the Vikings will take it back.
Unfortunate. The Wolves just need to calm down and reset. Deep pass there to Smith. Puts it out to Adam. He hesitates the shot. Doesn't put up the 2. They kick it back and they reset their offense. 15 left on the shot clock. Let's see what they can do. Adam, no look pass to Roman for the jumper, and it's good. Great pass there from Adam.
Yeah, and a good shot contest by DeGaramore, but he still gets the shot in. Cotton with a good pass. Peyton lays 2, is offline. He puts another one up there, and he gets it.
It was a great pass there from Jordan. And good job, Peyton Lay, for
finishing through the contact right there.
So the words are out of my mouth. Thank you, Zach. Here's Adam. He goes through the screen. They kick it to Clement in the corner. Fakes it 3. Long pass to Adam. Long 3. And he doesn't knock it down.
Lay gets the rebound, and it's tipped out by the Vikings. Wolves will keep it. Kyler Kelly will give DeGaramore a breather for the Wolves. Cotton will take his time getting across half court. Lay has it on the wing, pass back to Cotton. Bounce pass to Lay. He drives from mid from 2. 5 seconds left to shoot. Cotton's shot is blocked, rebounded by Ryland Young, but that won't go either.
Looks like Kingston, Roman's brother, checked in for him. He was the one with the big block there. And the rebound. Here's Smith. The movement's looking to die down from Curtis. Just some rudimentary passes. Good pass from Adam to find Kingston in the paint. Kicks it out to Smith. He puts up a good shot, and it falls. Even if there's not much movement from Curtis's offense, they still find a way to convert for a good bucket.
Beckwith has it from mid-range, back out behind the arc. A pass deep to Cotton. He'll drive into the paint. And the pass is offline, looking for Kyler Kelly.
Looks like it hit someone in the stands. I hope they're okay. And that's a look at SK's concession stands. Looks like he's buying Sour Patch Kids and Doritos. Interesting mix there, Zach. I don't know about that one. Coming back to the game, here's Noah. Adam trying to break free. He finds a pass to Kingston. They're just recycling it through the arc. 3 from William, off the back iron.
Lay gets the rebound, but he fumbles it.
Oh, here's William again, corner 3. He hesitates it. He drives. Excuse me, that's Clement. He drives for the shot. Looks like he'll be going to the line.
And the Wolves will take another timeout. Coach Anthony Lewis giving his team a break.
It's a 5-point game here tonight. Hopefully this timeout will help them kick off a successful run here coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, down 5 points, that really is not that big of a gap.
Still early in the game, anything can happen. Let's hope they cut the gap sooner than later.
Yeah, the Wolves have 3 of their 5 starters out there on the court.
They kick it to Adam. Smith in the paint, back to Adam. They reset their offense. Clearing now to Adam. He puts up an awkward shot. Kingston with the rebound and puts up the quick bucket.
It was a good shot contest by Kelly.
Adam trying to hustle and steal the ball, trying to catch Jordan off guard.
On the last possession, good shot contest by Kelly, but a mismatch on the rebound. No way the Wolves were going to get that.
Yep, 6'6", huge center. Hard to contest that.
Yeah, I agree. And DeGarrimore will check in for Rylan Young. Peyton Lay has it at the top, taking his time. Pass over to Cotton in the wing. Beckwith for 3, and it's straight through.
Boom, straight through the contest from Clement. They find Kingston in the paint. They double team him. Looks like they're going to call a foul. Noah inbounding the ball in. Looks like he's going to kick it to Clement on the wing. They reset their offense. Back to Adam. Adam, he drives, decides to take this one for himself. Tough floater, doesn't fall, but he will be going to the line for 2.
And the foul was on DeGarrimore, it looks like.
Hard to contest that shot without sending him to the line. Luckily, he didn't make it.
Yeah, with all that momentum going forward, it's really hard to stop without falling.
Yeah, Curtis likes to pass it around the arc, so these unpredicted random drives really catch South off guard.
That's really helped Curtis get a 7-point lead here with 3 left to play in the second. Beckwith for 3 again, just off the mark. Peyton Lay gets the rebound, pass back to Cotton. He drives in the paint. Back to Beckwith with a fake, floats it from 2. Won't go. DeGarrimore puts it back up. Rebounds his own shot. Looks like he was fouled.
And the ref will call a jump ball.
I would have sent that to the line.
I think I would too. South does win it, however. That was a great offensive run. They just couldn't convert. Many good passes, many good looks.
Beckwith with a look in the corner, drives towards the paint, passes back, and it's tipped out of bounds by the Vikings.
Adam almost got his hands on that one.
Beckwith at the top. Pass back to Kelly, over to Lay. Taking his time, shot clock down to 15. DeGarrimore driving towards the rim. Nowhere to go. And he will get the foul called.
I'm not sure, but it kind of looked like he skedaddled his feet. Kind of looked like he traveled from way up here.
DeGarrimore's first free throw is just off.
Let's hope the second can help cut down the lead that Curtis has. Currently it's at 7. Looks like William and Ryland will check into the game after this possession.
0 for 2 on the free throw attempts.
Here's Adam. He calls the play confidently and loud. Finds Clement.
Looks like Coach Lewis's defense has slowed down a little bit. Not pressing as much.
It's a big screen from Kingston. I'm not sure if that was a foul or not.
Rylan Young will sub back in.
Still Curtis's possession. Oh, excuse me, that wasn't a foul on Kingston.
Good defense by Cotton.
Adam trying to break free, but he really just can't. Great defense from Cotton. They will blow the whistle there. I think that's controversial, but
I think they've been blowing that whistle a lot too early. They're not letting the game play out.
I do agree, Zach. Let them play the game.
Looked like a clean shuffle from Cotton. Vikings drove right into him, and it's going to send them to the free throw line with bonus.
There's Coach Lewis visibly upset with the call. And Adams first is good. He swishes that one right through the net. Not sure if you can see it, but that's Coach Lewis still arguing the call with the ref.
Adams absolutely should.
Adams second does get in. Kingston gets the rebound. Fights Ryland off. Ref sees that one and calls it a foul.
Different ref saw that one to give South the call.
Hopefully that one makes Coach Lewis happy. 8-point deficit. South really needs to start kicking it in.
Beckwith has it, taking his time. Passes over to Lay.
Not much movement here. We can see
Beckwith passes over to Lay from beyond the arc. Shot won't go.
Looks like off the ball foul there. Curtis will get possession. Kingston checks out. And John checks in.
Wiegand comes back in for the Wolves for Jordan Cotton.
Here's William at the elbow. Passes it off to Noah. He puts up a tough floater. Doesn't fall.
Young gets the rebound for the Wolves. Pass over to Kyler Kelly from the corner. Shot won't go.
Just doesn't fall. One big thing I've noticed without Jeremy Braun, South's offense looks a little slow. I wonder if they're going to check him in soon.
It was tipped out of bounds by the Vikings, and the Wolves will get it back. The inbound to Ryland Young.
Great pass there, just right over the defender.
The three from Beckwith, and it goes again. 3 threes on the night for him already.
Once again, I really love that they're not scared to shoot and just let one fly. They know they can make it, and they have full confidence in themselves. Clement tries to drive, he can't get open. William again. Crowd's loving the defense from South. Here's Adam trying to use some fancy moves. Lays it off to William, doesn't set the screen. Here's Noah, deep three, and it goes in for the uncontested three.
Such a mistake. Peyton Lay got tripped up on his own feet and fell, leaving a wide open shot for the Vikings. Less than a minute left in the half.
Odd pass there from Peyton Lay. I think he should have just thrown it straight.
One more foul, and the Wolves will go to the free throw line with bonus.
Only 45 seconds left, so I'm not sure if that'll happen.
Just around 20 seconds separate the shot and game clock. Tough pass from Beckwith, but he recovers, passes over to Peyton Lay, driving in the paint, floats it up for 2, and it won't go. It is tipped out of bounds, and the Wolves will keep it, though.
It was a good attempt from Peyton Lay. It's hard to score over such a tall defender like John.
Timeout is taken with 26 seconds left on the game clock for the half.
Still an 8-point deficit.
Wolves taking a 30-second timeout. Looking up to change a game plan so they can score 2 or 3 more points before this half goes.
They both come out of the timeout early, both ready to play these last 26 seconds of the half.
Beck with inbounds to Ryland Young, pass right back to him. He has it at the top, 20 seconds left for the second. The whistle will be blown, and that will send the Wolves for bonus. Told you it happened. The first one is straight through for Wiegand.
Good shot there, cutting the lead down to 7. Hopefully this next one can cut it all the way down to 6. Just off the back iron as Noah grabs the rebound. Gives it to Adam. Quick shot, just short.
Whistle blown, and it'll send the Wolves right back to the free throw line.
Very glad we're in bonus. These free throws really help a lot.
Yeah, big push on that rebound there. A very quick shot by the Vikings. Only killed about 5 seconds game clock with that very, very fast possession.
You asked me, I think they should have taken the time.
Absolutely. Very poor possession.
The Vikings really excel when they slow down, relax, find the runs, find the open man. It's really good basketball. There's Ryland's first, which falls and cuts the lead down to 6.
Yeah, the Vikings have been taking their time, and they've been getting good three-point looks, good screens, good paint drives. Good basketball all around by both teams. Ryland Young drains both, cuts the lead down to 5 with less than 10 seconds to play in the half.
Here's Adam. He finds Noah on the drive. Doesn't catch it all the way. Picks it back up, long 2, just a bit too strong.
Wiegand will get the rebound right before the buzzer. And that was a great first half of action. We saw lots of good basketball from both teams. A very competitive game, a 5-point difference. And we've got a very interesting halftime show for you tonight. We'll be showing some of our recent work from our video production students.
And we'll see you in a few minutes for the second half.
The first thing that we have to do is we're going to learn how to import your footage. Hey, you got to get off your phone. This is like the 3rd time I've asked you today. You are super behind on all your work. You need to put it away and you need to focus. So we're going to open up Premiere.
Hey Ray J,
Yeah, what's up?
can you tell me, like, I was going through your reposts on TikTok. Why did you repost a whole nother girl? You didn't even text me before that.
Unlike my phone, you're always busy. And when you're not, you just always choose to make a problem out of something for no reason. So yeah, I do like being on my phone more. So what?
Can you not do this right now, please? I'll call you later. I don't have time for this.
Time for this, bro.
One act of kindness can lead to another. Remember to be kind to others, SK, because it can make someone's day a little bit better.
Are you feeling out of it, tired of school, and it's only Monday? As we enter the middle of October, it's a perfect time to take a hike. The Banner Forest hike is perfect. With the green all around you, there's nothing for you to worry. Sometimes, the best classroom is outside. Hiking builds focus and appreciation for our green earth. Every step is a reminder to slow down and breathe. If you're ever feeling down, don't forget to get out of the house. Take advantage of Washington, the evergreen state.
Why don't you get off that wretched phone?
Oh yeah, today we have a cooking show from a very from a very young lady, Joanne.
Well, howdy everybody. Today we'll be making one of my least favorite dishes, procrastina stew. Well, anyways, let's start with the first ingredient. 4 cups of students being on their phone during class noodles. Oh, but we can't forget the broth. Being on your phone before bed broth. It's quite a tiring broth. The vegetables are important too. Don't forget blue slips and bad grades. You need those to give it a little bit of a crunch. Well, doesn't that sound like a bitter, disgusting, nasty stew? It almost reminds me of my grandson. My grandson spends more time on his phone than he spends with me. It's almost like he loves his phone more than he loves me.
Well, that's all you had to see. Have a good day.
Heat up pan to medium heat, then add oil to the pan. And add the beef. Use a large spoon or spatula to break up the beef. Get a tortilla on the top half, add some Chihuahua cheese, about 1/2 to 2 tablespoons. Fold the bottom half of the tortilla over the filling and gently press down to seal. Pan with oil and a large skillet over medium heat in batches. Pan fry the tacos about 1 minute on each side or until golden brown. Enjoy, you are done.
Where'd all this rain come from? Whoa, Weather Genie, what are you doing here?
It's been an entire year, dude. You still haven't learned that lesson? Put that jacket on. Take this.
Whoa, thanks, Weather Genie. I can always count on you.
It's been over a year and you still haven't learned your lesson. Plus, I found that from the Lost and Found anyways. Remember to wear your jacket. I don't want to have to tell you a third time.
Whoa.
Welcome back, everybody, for some second half action. I'm Zach Anderson, and joining me in the booth is Mateo Feria. So, Mateo, what did you think about that first half?
Really great first half. I mean, lots of off-the-ball movement. It was great basketball, good defense. Highest lead that Curtis had was about 8 points, so really intense, close game. Right now we can see it's cut to 5 points. We got bonus late in the second quarter, really helped us cut the lead down. And I'm excited to see what the boys have left to play.
Yeah, I would definitely say that both teams need to cut back on the fouls, but there's really no other negatives that have been happening. The Vikings have been great off the ball, like getting all around, screening, and getting wide open looks from 3. The Wolves have been doing pretty good too, but with the same stuff, working really hard on transition and getting good fast breaks. But just the fouls that need to be cut back. Would you agree?
I would agree. Our Wolves have been making some pretty great shots, but we need it to continue and progress to start the momentum.
Absolutely. And here we go. The starters coming right back out for the Wolves, and they will take the inbound. No, they won't.
Roman gets back into the rotation for the Vikings.
They won it at the start of the game. They get the fourth quarter.
And here's Noah. Let's see what Curtis has to bring. Roman doesn't take the... He had the space, but he doesn't take it. Tosses it for the better shot. Noah knocks it down for a huge
wide open look. That is not what you want to see to start the second half. Not at all. Driving Jeremy Braun. Great two, finishing in the paint.
Oh my God, that is great. Way to go, Jeremy.
Was breezing straight by all those defenders for a good look.
Here's Adam now. Finds Roman. Roman out on the wing. Roman hesitates to pass to Noah. Here's William on the drive. He stumbles the ball.
Looking to lead him on, but he can't get it. Jordan Cotton passes to Rylan Young. His shot in the paint is good.
That's a great pass, and this is what I'm talking about, Zach. These are the shots we need over and over again to continue the momentum.
Yeah, they've been great in the transition. And it really showed their progress from Tuesday's game.
Here's Roman. He drives. Looks like Ryan brings him down. It'll be a blocking foul.
Ooh.
And Roman will be sent to the line. No, he won't.
He said he tripped him. I didn't really see too much of that. Looked like two players stumbled on each other.
Wasn't the prettiest defense, but I do think it was a foul. And Noah will inbound the ball for the Vikings. Finds Clement. Moving the ball around the arc. Here's William. He takes it from the elbow, drives, tries to get off the glass, but he does it just a bit too hard.
Nice rebound by Wiegand. Passes to Jeremy Braun, but he can't keep it. The Vikings will step out of bounds, and the Wolves get the ball right back, luckily.
Pretty lucky for the Wolves, yeah, Zach. It's great to have this transition defense, but it's very important that we slow down and take our time.
Yeah, it can be very good, but it could also be very bad at the same time. Jeremy Braun will take it back court. Good screen by Rylan Young. Kelly passes to Wiegand. His shot from three.
Won't fall, but it is a smooth jumper. Adam with the rebound. He takes it down for the Vikings. Trying to find Will, but he can't get past Kelly. He does find Roman. He loses the ball.
Cotton picks it up on the fumble. He passes to Wiegand.
Looks like the ref's going to call a double dribble. That's a shocking call. I'm not going to hold you, Zach.
Yeah, I honestly did not see that.
It's a little crazy, but the ref's got it that way. Here's Adam with the rebound. Had to battle it out with Xavier. Looks like Taylor Smith checked in. Here's Clement from the top of the arc, and it goes
Good
in.
shot contest, and he shoots it right over Jordan Cotton. He was kind of playing on two defenders. Kyler Kelly will have it.
It was a big
Pass
shot
over
for
to
the
Young,
Vikings.
and he fumbles it.
Looked like Smith got the steal, and then was it Rylan who kind of rolled onto him?
I don't know. Rylan fell over, and then a second later, the Vikings fell over him. They call a push.
Not sure, but it will be the Vikings ball with Adam taking it up the court. Adam trying to break past Xavier. Finds William on the baseline. He tries to drive, steps out of bounds.
And the Wolves really need to answer back right now. It's a 7-point deficit, which is really close, but those points can add up very, very quickly if they're not careful.
Already only 5.5 minutes left of the quarter. See what they can do.
Vikings are pressing them, not giving them much room. Young has it, about 15 left to shoot. Over to Wiegand for two. Rolls right off into the basket.
That's a great look to Xavier. Good bucket for the Wolves. Here's Noah. Thought about taking Braun one-on-one, but just kicks it out. Adams' three is good. He knocks it down. Another
Right
huge
over the shot contest. Answering right back after the Wolves make two.
Extending the lead to 8.
Jeremy Braun has it. Amazing bag work, Euro stepping right by 2 defenders.
That
for
was
2.
a very good shot. It was also good SK. They left him on the island. Good spacing. He's winning with a tough shot, and it falls. Wow, no foul call there either.
I mean, their arms are straight up. I don't know how he sees over 4 arms.
Very good shot.
What a shot. Kyler Kelly has it. Jeremy Braun looking to slow things down a little bit. Passed over to Wiegand in the corner. Kyler Kelly has it once again.
Unfortunately, off Kelly's own shoe. Not much you can do there. Looks like Elijah will check in for Adam. There's Noah trying to find the space. Knocks Jordan pretty far. Not sure what the call was, but Vikings will retain possession.
They changed their mind and called no foul, even though Jordan flew pretty far.
Odd thing to do. Here's Noah, wide open jumper from the elbow. He
didn't plant his feet on that screen. Looked like he moved a little bit and tripped up the Wolves players.
Honestly, I didn't catch it, but
I think I did see that one. It wasn't too obvious. Could have definitely let that one go if he wanted to. Oh, what a pass. Pick and roll right to Kyler Kelly.
Unfortunately, the ref does have it as a charging foul.
Wow.
Kind of an odd call if you ask me.
I thought he was getting an and one, and I don't know.
I know. I'd call it the other way, Zach, but that's me. That could have been a huge play for South. Kind of devastating.
Looks like these questionable calls are starting to add up, and Coach Lewis is not having it right now.
That was a great sequence, though. Great pick and roll.
Looks like Peyton Label sub in for the Wolves on the next opportunity.
There's Noah slowing things down. William was opening the paint, but they couldn't find him. Moving around the arc. Referee says it and blows a whistle there. Here's William, tough shot.
Steps out of bounds, that's good. Great for the Wolves.
Starting to look like a common theme here for William. Hopefully he can fix it soon.
Kyler Kelly will take a break after that charge.
Looks like he's upset at the call.
Honestly, looked like a great pick and roll. Great chemistry from Braun and Kelly working together.
Maybe the pass was a little off, but Kelly was very good to adapt and...
Yeah, he made it look like he was leading him right to the bucket. Jordan Cotton goes the other side from the screen.
Slips, we might have to check that spot out.
They call
Ryland's shoe size just... Travel or base?
They said travel. Looks like he was gathering. Honestly, we're far from that, but...
SK not really having a chance to play offense here. Here's Elijah. He tries to drive. Good pick from
Jeremy Braun with a great steal. He looks at Jordan Cotton and the pass is offline.
Just unfortunate.
Not what the Wolves need right now. I think a timeout would be amazing right here.
I think so too, but doesn't look like Lewis will call one. Elijah will inbound the ball to Noah. Noah finds Smith. Honestly, I thought he was going to let it fly. He drives. Pivots all the way around. Puts up a tough shot.
That is clean.
Looks like they're going to call Ryland on that one. I'm not sure. His hands were straight up. Not much more Ryland can do. Here's William shots. He makes both. He'll extend the lead to double digits.
It's not like he's going to step back and let the Vikings shoot it. He's got to contest in some way.
Right. First one off the back iron.
DeGarramore and Beckwith will sub right back in for the Wolves. Gives Young and Braun a break.
Looks like Kingston will sub in for William for the Vikings. And Smith second. Just a bit too short. Once again, another whistle. Looks like it'll be South's ball.
Thankfully for the Wolves, both of those are missed. There's just under 3 minutes left in the third, and there's already 4 fouls for the Wolves. That is not good.
And on the other hand, only 2 for the Vikings.
Looks like they fixed their first half problem.
Kingston pokes the ball out. DeGaramo looks to...
Great hustle. Jordan Cotton has it, passes to Beckwith. Lobs it up to Peyton Lay.
Awkward pass after awkward pass. I don't know why we're throwing these long, lateral, high, slow passes. We really need to tone it down. And
that's been a few from Peyton Lay just off the line.
Yep. Just need to relax, take our time. It's third quarter. This time to play.
I think a good pass there gives Beckwith a nice look for 3 points.
You know, some of these passes I don't mind, you know, but I'd much rather have someone take it one-on-one straight to the paint. Good bucket there from Noah.
The Wolves don't really have a choice there. They kind of have to lay back a little and let the Vikings drive the paint a little more so they don't get more foul calls because they can't send it to bonus right now.
Very awkward situation there.
Good pass to Beckwith. Over to Cotton.
That was a good baseline look. It looked like that was a clean pick from Taylor Smith, but the ref has it as a foul, sending Jordan to the line for 2.
That's one of those ones that could go either way. It looks like Cotton was trying to draw that foul. He did a good job doing that.
For me, that looked clean as day.
I don't think he was shooting. I think he was looking to pass across into the corner. But his first free throw,
just a little off. We really need to start honing these down and just putting the ball in the basket, simply.
Second one is straight through. And they're going to call a violation as the Vikings tried to box out too early and stepped across that line. He called a shove on number 23 for the Vikings.
So the free throw's still good. Looks like the South will try and catch them off guard.
Beckwith nowhere to go, finds Lay over the top.
Kind of looked like a double dribble. I'm not sure.
I really think I saw that too.
Another long pass as Xavier tries to bounce it off his shoot.
Jordan Cotton steals it right back, and it's tipped out of bounds into the student section. They're going to give it to the Vikings.
Good hustle from both teams. Kind of odd there. It did look like a double dribble from Beckwith.
Now both teams are at 4 fouls for the third quarter, and those are adding up really quickly. Just a minute ago, the Vikings only had 2.
Adams' 3 doesn't go in. Elijah tries to rebound, but
Cotton gets the rebound, fast break. Good look for 2. No shot. They're going to call the foul on Wiegand.
Not sure. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure where that call is anywhere.
They got to let some of these play out. Can't be blowing the whistle every single drive.
That adds the Wolves' fouls for this quarter to 5, so the Vikings will have bonus. William doesn't take it in the corner. He drives, kicks it back out to Noah for a long 2. Bounces in and out. Kingston with the rebound. Puts up a tough shot. Doesn't get it. Noah again. Kicks it out to Adam. Kingston in the paint. Tries to play big. To Smith. To Adams for the easy layup. That was great passing. Great
ball movement.
Great everything.
A few rough shots from the Vikings, though. That if they had that catch and shoot right away instead of taking a few dribbles, that could have been a point a little bit earlier in that possession.
I do agree, Zach. Unfortunate pass there. Here's Elijah. Open layup. Not so open, but
amazing defense by Beckwith.
Noah smacks the ball right out of Kelly's hands. Smith tries to go up.
DeGaramo blocks it, but they call the shooting foul.
You asked me, that's a clean block, Zach. That's a clean block. That would have been huge for the momentum. You could hear the crowd kind of go up, and then they heard the whistle, and they came back down.
But now less than a minute left in the quarter, an 11-point gap, and the Vikings have 2 shots at the free throw line. It's starting to really add up.
Smith's first one is good. Looks like Clement will check in for Elijah.
They're going to sit DeGaramo down for a breather after that foul. Great hustle on defense.
Seems like DeGaramore's been racking up a few fouls. I wonder how many he's at right now. Kelly's bounces in and out. Kingston does grab the board. Looks for the pass.
Wiegand picks it off. He's driving to the basket, floats it up for 2.
Doesn't go, and the ref's calling a charge.
Another charge. That's going to send him to the free throw line.
I'm not sure, man.
I don't know what they think a charge is, but the player didn't even set his feet for the Vikings.
I don't know. Regardless, that was a good attempt from Xavier.
That honestly should have gone the other way.
I 100% agree with you, Zach. Great screen from Kingston. Noah doesn't get anything off of it, though. Trying to find the pass. That's when Clement needs to make his drive there. Another good screen. Nope, bad screen. Ref has it as a illegal screen. Kingston visibly upset at that.
13 seconds and change left to shoot in the third quarter, which means no shot clock. A look for 2 or 3 would be great for the Wolves to cut it down to a 9 or 10 point deficit heading into the fourth.
Looks like Kingston will take a breather and John will take a spot. Jordan picked up his dribble too early, but John knocks it out of bounds.
3 seconds left. They need to drop a quick play for a shot.
I wonder what they'll run. From the looks of it, it looks like the play's meant for Xavier. Tough shot.
In the third quarter.
Yep, tough shot there, but there's not much more you can do with so little time.
And we still do have 1 quarter left of basketball, but I will say so far, the Wolves gave up an average of 90 points in their first 2 games, and now they're holding the Vikings to 42 right now. They've done a great job on and off the ball, defense, offense. No matter what it's been, they've been making so many improvements. Another thing, though, is just fouls. Both teams fouling, sending to bonus every single quarter. And that's something you just can't have happen.
Everything you say, Zach, is 100% correct. Whatever the Wolves talked about this week is really showing, and they've improved a lot. Fouls is a big issue. Fouls resetting this next quarter. Let's see if the Wolves decide to play as aggressive as they've been throughout the game, or if they will calm it down. The players have been racking up lots of fouls, so we'll see.
And obviously you don't want to start the season 0-2, but playing 2 very good opponents, the Wolves learned a lot. They played 2 top 10 ranked teams in the state, facing Jalen Davis for Bremerton, the reigning state champs for 2A, and facing Puyallup for their first league game. So 2 tough losses, but it helped them learn so much and get more physical and more aggressive to face the Vikings today.
100% agree with you, Zach. Coming out of the fourth quarter will be South Kitsap's ball.
Ryland Young subs back in. He has it at the top.
Willie Clement with the steal. They hustle for it.
Great hustle.
Looks like it will be Vikings ball.
That one truly could have gone either way.
I think this late into the game and this big of a deficit, Wolves should start pressuring off the inbound.
Looks like they called a foul on that.
I'm not sure on that call. I can't lie to you. It looks like they're both just scrambling for the ball.
Kyler Kelly is back in for the Wolves. About 30 seconds into the quarter.
Here's Noah looking for the pass to Smith. He finds it. Smith puts up a nice shot and it falls.
It's really weird on the fouls that they're deciding to choose and what they're going to call or not, because I saw a push at the end of that screen, which gave the Vikings the good shot for 2. That wouldn't happen on a clean play. Peyton Lay floats it up for 2, won't go.
Hits it hard off the backboard and will be sent to the line for 2.
These are 2 very important shots. He needs to make these.
Was just about to say that, Zach. All these fouls they're getting, they really need to start converting and benefiting off them.
Even though we still have 7 minutes left to play, if the Vikings catch a few more points for a lead, there's not going to be much of a chance for the Wolves to come back.
His first is good. That's a good shot there. Hopefully his second can help cut the lead down to only 12. We'll see. And it is also good. Here's Noah now. It looks like Braun will check back in for the Wolves. Clement drives, spins, passes it out to Smith. Smith tries to drive. He goes again, kicks it out to Adam for the 3, and he almost knocks it down. Swirls around. Big block by Ryland.
And it looks like Beckwith has it, driving in the paint. Past the Peyton Lay, he floats it in for 2.
Good momentum here. This is when they should start switching to full court press.
Overall, great sequence by the Wolves with the block and the great pass and assist in the paint. Great finishing for Peyton Lay.
There's Noah. Vikings moving the ball pretty quickly. Noah trying to break free. Looks like the ref's gonna call a pushing foul on Jordan. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Seems like great defense.
Might have pushed a little, but at some point you gotta let these kids play the game.
Yep. Looks like William will check in for John for the Vikings. Noah with the inbound. He could pass it here to Smith, which he does. If he was a little bit faster, Smith could have gotten the open look. Here's Adam, though, for his jumper, too. Doesn't fall. Kicks it back out to Noah. Slowing down, resetting the offense.
He had a pretty good look from 3 right there.
Yep. Unfortunate they didn't see it. Here's Noah. He jab steps. He drives behind the back. Puts up a 2, and it's good. That is a great sequence there by Noah.
Wolves taking their time. Beckwith shoots it from 3 at the top.
Just off the back iron, but that is not a bad shot at all. Here's Smith. He gets stopped by Beckwith.
Oh.
They're calling it a push. Maybe the contest could have been a little nicer, but
looks like the Vikings player pushed just as much as Beckwith did.
Right. Not much we can do as Adam inbounds the ball to Noah. Slowing down, the Curtis Vikings almost find Smith there. Adams a little hesitant, though. Fakes the pass, puts up a tough shot over Ryland, and it drops in.
He jumped as high as he could and almost blocked that shot. Ryland has a wide open look, and it's blocked out of nowhere.
Big block by Smith, and he talks his talk afterwards. Don't know if the camera caught that one.
Oh, that's going to be a big foul. He's going to be subbed out right away on that.
Looks like Smith's trash talk got to Ryland. Kind of unfortunate to see that. Big block, not a good outcome. This isn't good for the Wolves.
Ryland said it grabbed my neck is what he said to the ref, it looks like.
As Ryland walks out of the court, he's going to take a breather.
And it doesn't matter who does it first, it matters who gets caught by the ref. The other player could have punched him, but if the ref doesn't see the retaliation, he's going to be the one that gets the whistle blown.
That's true. It was a great block, though. Here's
Amazing.
Noah. Should have found the open pass to William sooner. He does. Can't get the shot. Ref calls his travel. William pretty confused on the call.
Kyler Kelly shoots from 3. Shot's just off.
Won't go. Wolves, the absence of Ryan Young from the defense of the Wolves is really going to hurt them. Here's Adam, puts up a tough shot over 2 defenders, doesn't fall. Will fights for the rebound, absolutely takes Braun to the ground.
Honestly, I didn't see anything. It looked like they were both jumping for the ball, and it looked clean. It just looks like a Wolf fell down harder than a Viking did.
Honestly, the Wolf jumped straight up and then kind of looked like whoever it was, maybe it was Will or Adam, just jumped straight into him.
Looks like he flopped for a foul and got it.
No, it would be the Wolf's ball.
They do overturn that. That's good.
The ref's calling his bluff on that one. Looks like Curtis will take a timeout to discuss it. Just a little under 5 minutes left of the half, and it's a 14-point deficit. Wolves need something big soon. Once again, that's our very own cheerleading team and our student section trying to get our players hyped for the rest of the game. And they need the support they can get. 14 is a pretty big deficit, but I also don't doubt that the Wolves can't come back. Looks like Curtis didn't make any major changes, and neither did South from the looks of it.
Peyton Lay with the inbound. Passes it to Beckwith. Back to Braun.
Beckwith picked up his dribble a little bit too early. I think he could have taken it a little bit more some.
Looks for a shot from the elbow, but he can't get it. Passes over to Braun instead. Driving in the paint. His shot is tipped, it looks like.
They hustle for the rebound. Even though the shot didn't go in, that's a great move. Braun's explosive jab step is just really good and really handy. Here's Smith. He lays it up.
No defender. Left him a wide open lane to the bucket.
DeGarmo made his best effort, but it wasn't enough. Here's Smith, and he dunks it in! The crowd for Curtis is erupting. That was a big play for Curtis, really sets the tone.
Hard pass over to the Garamore.
Unfortunate, Smith looks like to get a lucky block there, kind of blocked it with his hip, kind of weird. Here's Noah. He loses his defender, swings it out to William. He should have just took up the three. He decides to drive, and he gets a foul call to get sent to the line for two. That was a great dunk there by Smith. Really sets the tempo. I wonder if the Wolves are going to rebuttal.
Yeah, nice bucket, and then they get a little pick, steal that, slam it down for another dunk.
Williams first, just off the back iron, just a little too heavy on the shot there.
Jordan Cotton will sub in for Peyton Lay. 16-point deficit.
Williams second will extend the lead to 17. South Kitsap quick on the inbound, trying to use every second they got.
Jeremy Braun driving towards the paint. Passes over to the Garamore. His shot is blocked, and he finishes through the contact for two.
Big, huge body there by DeGaramo.
An instant timeout was called by Coach Lewis, too.
Great finish. I think Coach should have let that play it out.
I think that's an amazing timeout. It gives them time also to transition and slow the game down. They're down by 15. Great bucket by DeGaramo, and it was just crazy the strength it takes to finish through that big contact.
You know what, Zach? I think you're right. Interesting from Curtis. Not all of their players have played. They've played only a select few, 7, maybe 8. They don't have the most stacked squad. Not too many players, but only a few have played.
Yeah, whatever they're doing is clearly working. It's a 15-point lead right now.
Whereas South Kitsap, I'm pretty sure everyone on the team's gotten minutes. They've all put up buckets, made plays, all contributing to today's game. Quick passes here from Curtis. They find it all the way to Noah. He slows it down, though. Waiting for the cut. Here's Adams. Just making space here for Curtis. They put him on an island just for Clement to pop out to the corner. His three. He knocks it down, and he gets the foul call for the chance for a 4-point play. This is a big,
Looked like a little SGA-esque. It looks like he fell into him on the follow-through looking for a foul call and gets it.
I do agree, Zach. Huge play here, 4-point play. Oh, looks like it wasn't on Clement. It was on William. It was an off-the-ball foul. Looks like Elijah checked in for Noah, give him a breather. I think he's been in all game.
And that's bonus already with just less than 3.5 left in the fourth.
Definitely not a good thing for the Wolves.
Very sticky situation that they're in right now.
Only making their climb for the lead just that much difficult. Williams first does drop and extends the lead. If Williams makes this next one, it will be a 20-point game. Not what you want to see. I am excited to see what the Wolves have to offer, though. 3 minutes, still a lot of time, honestly, Zach. I think they have a lot of time to work with. His second, off the front of the rim. However, Adam does get the rebound. They reset Curtis's offense. Chance to extend the lead even more. Puts up a tough play. It rolls just off. Here's Smith with the rebound. They kick all the way to Elijah, top of the arc. He misses it.
Beckwith gets the rebound.
Tumble on the court.
I think they missed a few on the Vikings, but they call that one finally.
Looks like Rowe and Butler check in. This is Butler's first time into the game. Roman, that is, excuse me. It also looks like Kirby will check in. Coach realizing that they're up 20, giving their starters a break. Looks like ref is quick to call a foul on Adam.
Very quick. That's 2 fouls that add up very quickly. One more will send it to the line with just under 3 minutes. In the span of 20 game seconds, there's 2 fouls.
As closer to bonus we want our team to be, it did look like Peyton was on a pretty successful drive there. He had the momentum and speed. It looked like he was going to beat his defender.
Kyler Kelly with a good fadeaway.
They fight for the rebound. Adam tips it way out of bounds. SK with another chance to convert here.
Beckwith will inbound it to Wiegand.
Looks like Xavier checked in sometime.
A deep shot from Kyler Kelly, and it's good.
That is a big shot here. With 2.5 minutes left, we really need to start pressuring. That's a wide open look for number 15. He puts it up. It doesn't fall, but he gets the foul call.
Wow. I think if that's the other way, that might be a charge. I mean, not necessarily a bias thing, but I think we've seen that exact play on both teams be called a charge.
I think so too, Zach.
Not necessarily a charge, but I would say just don't blow that whistle in general.
Looks like Kelly's checking out. He's pretty frustrated. I'm sure that's probably his 4th, maybe even 5th foul there. Butler's first shot won't go in.
I'll say the Curtis Vikings are really good at drawing fouls.
I do agree. Looks like Curtis will sub in Clemens.
But the foul doesn't matter. Both free throws are off. Beckwith gets it, passes over to Braun, takes it across half court.
If South wants something, they got to do it quick.
Driving towards the rim. Pass back to Beckwith. Step back for 3. Won't go.
Just off. Jordan really got up there for the attempt on the rebound. Unfortunately, he couldn't grab it. Here's Butler out to Adam.
He got really up there. Huge jump trying to swat that ball away.
Adam's jab step was good, but unfortunately he bounced it just too hard.
Stolen by Jeremy Braun. It's tipped by Curtis, and they take it right back.
Here's Adam.
That has to be a charge.
He goes straight at Jordan there. Yeah, it is a charge. Way to take it, Jordan.
I would have been scared if they called that the other way.
I think you could tell he didn't look at the hoop. He looked straight at Jordan, just hop step straight into it. Here's Curtis full court press. They're giving SK no room to breathe.
Less than 2 minutes left on the game clock. Peyton Lay driving towards the rim. And he finishes for 2. Spinning straight to the basket to cut that lead down.
Great finish there from Peyton.
And it's stolen by Wiegand. He drives to the rim. Looks like he's fouled and no call.
Just a little bit too hard off the backboard. Jeremy's forced to foul with just little time on the clock.
They're going to warn Coach Lewis. Oh, they give him a tech. Wow.
Wow. Coach Anthony's arguing that he said nothing. He's visibly upset right now. Not sure if you guys can see, but honestly, I'm pretty close up here to Coach Lewis. I'm not sure if he said anything at all.
Regardless if he said anything, that was an obvious foul. Great steal by Wiegand, and he finished through for the 2. Just misses it. Does not get the foul call. That looked very obvious. And then they tee up Coach right after. Terrible sequence.
They sent Adam to the line, and it's good. And his first one is good. Adam's second of 2 is also good. Adam's been pretty on point with his free throws this whole game. Honestly, Curtis as a whole, they've mostly been on point. Few players, little more than little off, but they've definitely capitalized off all the free throws they've been given. Curtis with the timeout, really just delaying and slowing down SK right now. Not a lot of time here for the Wolves. I wonder what they're gonna do. They need quite a few points, but at the end of the day, it's not impossible, Zach.
16 points is pretty rough with less than 2 minutes to go.
Shout out to our SK band performing and hyping up the whole stadium. Always love to hear what they have to play.
The rough part is that if they get that foul call on the last shot, the 16-point gap turns into a 12-point gap if he drains both of those free throws.
Right.
And there's no tech called.
16-point gets drained to 12-point, Zach?
Yeah, misses 2. If he doesn't get the 2 free throw shots, and we get the 2 free throw shots
okay,
instead.
you're right. Is Clemens trying to find the option, finds Butler, he drives pretty quick, finds Roman for the wide open.
Blocked by Wiegand, and it's clean.
To me, that looked like such a open shot, but Xavier really got there so quick and just such a huge block for the Wolves. Adam open, he lets one rip. It's terribly short. They call it an illegal screen here. It'll be the Wolves' ball.
Minute 22 to play. Lay will take the inbound. Wiegand for 2. Shot's just off.
Foot was just a little bit past the line. Here's Adam breaking through Cotton. Clemens fakes the shot.
They're gonna call the carry on him.
Carry.
And the Wolves will get the ball.
Would have been a good possession. He got me with that. My eyes were looking straight up.
Jeremy Braun is good for 2.
Nice quick pass there. Here's the full court press. They're forcing the foul. They get, oh, you asked me. I think that's a clean steal there. Not sure if you guys can hear that, but Curtis's coach is pretty upset over something.
Over
Not
his
sure.
own players. We are looking backside, so we can't truly see if that's a clean steal or not.
To me, that looks textbook perfect, but refs have it the other way. Just 50 seconds left as Adam will shoot 2 from the line. Adam's second is just off the back iron. They fight for the rebound. It looks like Peyton tipped it out. Curtis taking their time, not rushing anything. Good pick by Peyton, but it's still the Vikings' ball. The Wolves need a stop here.
Under 40 seconds left to play. 17 separate the shot in the game clock. And there's really no more hope left for the Wolves.
Good find to Roman there. I mean, that's just a free bucket there. We really need to stop that.
3 seconds separate shot in game. Braun drives for 2. And it rolls right off the back iron in for 2.
That is a great layup. I think I've seen Jordan do something similar. I'm not sure. Looks like there was a foul, but it was after the timeout.
It looks like the Wolves tried to call a timeout, but the Vikings got it off first.
My apologies, guys. Wolves trail by 15. I mean, they just need to start hucking up these threes, praying that they fall, which I'm sure they will. Once again, SK's band. Not sure if you can tell, but their instruments are decorated with Christmas lights, Christmas decorations, and whatnot.
Though this is looking like it's going to be another loss for the Wolves, it's a good trajectory downward of defensive points allowed. It goes from 94 to 86 down to 60 as of right now with 20 seconds left to play.
Yep,
Very good progress.
I do agree. Early in the season, we really have to look just for the positives like that. They stumble for the ball. Here's Butler. 15 seconds left. Looks like he's just going to try and dribble it out. We find Roman. Back to Adam. Back to Roman. They just move it around to Clemens, and they wait for the clock to tick. Payton does get a steal, but there's not enough time. Hooks up a shot. It does go in. Love to see that.
I'm not sure if that counted, though.
It didn't, and if it did, it wouldn't make much of a difference. Either way, that was a great game for the Wolves and Curtis.
Yeah, the Wolves did a great job. Lots of progress for them, but Curtis just outplayed them. Lots of fouls for both teams, so there's some good things to work on. And there's so much more time in this season for that to be worked on. And we would like to thank you all for coming in here to watch, for tuning in online to watch the South Kitsap High School production.
And we would also like to give a special thanks to all the video production students that made this whole broadcast possible.
And once again, the final score is Curtis 60 and South Kitsap 45. We'd like to thank you all, like I just said, and that's all from me. I'm Zach Anderson, and that's Mateo Feria signing out.